Hello! This is the One Episode Rule, a podcast about first impressions. I'm Magpie, and welcome to more of this. God, had the rebellion happened when we did the last episode?
I
No,
think so.
I don't think so.
Maybe.
I guess not. Yeah,
Maybe
but no,
it had.
It wouldn't have because
It wouldn't
That was
have.
only a couple days ago.
that
I
was
can't-
7 days ago.
I can't
That we
deal
got
with it.
recorded.
Time is fake anyways.
Yeah.
Time is dumb. Would you like to introduce yourself so we can talk about anime instead of
Yeah.
anything important?
I'm Blackle. My news is that I finally watched Your Name yesterday. And my assessment was, it's good.
I had heard that
I haven't
from
seen
Jim Belushi.
it. Thanks, Jim.
Thanks, Jim.
The Jim stamp of approval on that one.
Hi, I'm Joey, and I'm just sleepy, that's all.
Yeah, Joey has abandoned their typical pattern of taking large naps in the afternoon.
I'm trying to be better.
Sometimes you need a siesta.
Yeah, sometimes.
Sometimes.
Siesta means you fall asleep for 4 hours and feel like death once 8 o'clock or so rolls around.
But that's
So
it's legitimate enough that Spanish people have a whole word for it. So
yeah, fair enough.
don't feel too bad.
Don't think they usually sleep for 4 hours in a row in the middle of the day.
Yeah, I think in English we have our own word for that specific thing, and it's called bastard nap.
Bastard.
Yeah, it's called evil slumber.
Evil slumber.
So, all right, let's get into. I've got a few news items. I'm gonna hit the good one first, because this jumped out at me. Which was, let's see, when was it? Okay, back in September of 2020, a big typhoon caused a bunch of damage to a torii gate at a shrine in at Wa Tatsumi Shrine in Tsushima, Japan. This is a tragedy because it's an ancient structure. But turns out that at least video games are out there doing some good in the world, because they put up a crowdfunding campaign on a website called Campfire, and thanks to fans of the game Ghost of Tsushima, the campaign has surpassed its initial goal by like 500%.
Wow.
To repair this torii gate.
Nice. They're gonna fix the gate.
And it's solely because it appears in it's old enough that it appears in a video game about the Mongol invasion.
Nice.
and people find the area so beautiful that they had to pay for its repair.
I mean, to be fair, those are like extremely picturesque, beautiful.
I mean, it's a gorgeous
even beyond
piece of architecture.
The cultural significance.
But that's just nice, you know?
Yeah. Oh, I like that.
And apparently it got real wrecked up by the typhoon, and they're gonna put it back together in April, they hope.
Nice.
Well, thanks, gamers.
Thanks, gamers.
Gamers out there doing good in the world. You want to hear the next? You want to hear the whiplash? You want to hear the next item?
Yes.
All right, let's have it.
Okay.
Yeah, let's have it.
The next article is on Crunchyroll's news site, and I'm not really going to get into it because the title of it is "Try the Taste of Harem Water from Winter 2021 TV Animated Hidden Dungeon Only I Can Enter." I will read none of the rest of this because it is the worst phrase I have ever heard.
Harem water. Harem water.
I'm deflating into a massive mulch.
I can't imagine a worse word to put in front of water.
Is this just a rebranding of Gamer Girl bathwater?
I must be.
Yeah, it's even better than Gamer Girl bathwater because the girl in this case doesn't fucking exist.
They're just selling you just like water. They're just gonna sell you water.
Oh my god.
Holy shit!
It's
How?
apparently a promotion with a vending machine company.
Of course.
Does it at least have like waifus printed on the
It does.
wrappers or?
Can
Okay.
you at least share a picture or two of this harem water? Because I
Oh, I don't know if I want to see harem
want
water.
to see what they look like.
I'm gonna hit
Oh.
you. I'm gonna hit you with the advertisement, and what I think is a vending machine skin that they made for it.
I'm pretty sure the people who run vending machines are perverts. So.
Well, I don't know. Like, I can at least appreciate people who own American vending machines because some of them are fucking weirdos and make like the mystery machine that'll put out
Oh yeah.
that in like where is it, like Seattle, that'll put out like Crystal Pepsi and shit.
Yeah. The best vending machine is the Pokemon card vending machine. I don't know. There's like one or two of them out there. You can just go buy packs of Pokemon cards from that shit, and I'm here for it. Anyhow.
That seems like your jam, yeah. Like I said, I want to visit the mystery machine, but you have no idea what you're going to get out of it.
Yeah, me too.
Could be Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Could be bees.
That should be our podcast field trip.
Can full of dried scorpions.
You're like, oh, not again. Oh, man.
Not again. Same shit as always. We busted. Quick aside about my personal life, listeners. For confusing reasons, we had a safe in our house that none of us knew the combination to. So we did eventually end up just breaking into it with a crowbar, and we did find a number of desiccated scorpions with it.
Oh, good.
God.
That had obviously been there for like 20 years.
Oh no!
What was this person? Whoever locked up this safe was like, I'm going to put some scorpions in there to protect my treasures.
No, that's not how it would have gone. They would have crawled inside through the tiny gaps in the safe and then just been unable to understand how to leave.
Right, I see. I was thinking it was kind of a booby trap scenario.
Resulting in us finding scorpion mummies.
Excellent. That's the most Texan thing you've ever said.
Mm.
Anyhow.
All of my most Texan moments seem to coincide with the worst creatures on Earth. Anyway, let's talk about anime. That's what this show's about, right?
Speaking of things that delight me, I think it's time to break us off a little piece.
Holy shit! It's been so long. Blow the dust off the tome and tell us a story.
Yeah.
Okay, there's just a couple of very, very small pieces that I'm just going to just briefly touch on in the world of One Piece news. The first one is One Piece has just very recently surpassed 1,000 manga chapters.
Wow.
Woo!
I heard about that. I was surprised that the blood moon didn't rise and the end begin.
I'm still going strong. I haven't been keeping up for a while, so I gotta get back in there sometime. But
Did anything fun happen? Because I heard it was actually like a relatively normal chapter too.
Like I said, I'm really behind. I don't know what happened in the 1,000th chapter, unfortunately, so I can't report on that. I just know it's out there. The other thing is that One Piece has done a collaboration with Food Wars.
Oh, good.
Everyone's favorite. I actually did check this one out. It's 2 chapters of a manga, and it's drawn by the Food Wars artists, seemingly, but it's of the One Piece characters.
Does it include Luffy eating something and then having an orgasm?
Okay, Okay, let's see. The main focus is, of course, Sanji, because he's their cook. So he's
chef man.
you gotta cook the food really good. Luffy does eat something, and he makes kind of a funny face. I don't think it was supposed to, like, it didn't really focus on that extremely much. The character that did get some fan servicey food related pleasure was Nami.
Of course.
Because of course they were gonna go for the pretty girl.
Yeah.
It had to be Nami or the
Yeah.
one who could make extra hands and Vaganya.
Oh, yeah. Robin. No, it was Nami. She sure did love that weird fish that Sanji cooked. And it was something. Yeah, that's all the pieces that I got. Thanks
Listen,
for coming.
if you can do that to people with your cooking, then like your rival has no chance. Like
Yeah.
like it's now a Sanji Nami story.
Yeah, you might be right about that. Honestly, all of the fans that I saw was talking about the Sanji Zoro moments, so I don't know.
Oh my.
It's what the fans want, y'all.
Well, if it's what the fans want.
Anyhow, that's,
So Blackle,
that's my pieces.
do you have
What?
a show for us?
Oh yeah. I've got a recommendation from a friend. The same friend, Karen, who recommended Flip Flappers. And also
Excellent.
recommended Girls Last Tour, but
Recommended
Joey
the
already
one
seen
that we
all of it.
couldn't watch because I've seen it. Sorry, friend.
So I'm now suggesting, she suggested this to me because she think I'd like it, but I want to watch it on the podcast. And it's actually it's currently being aired. It's actively airing.
Oh God, it's current.
Cool.
It's current, and only 2 episodes are out right now.
And shit.
The show is called oh God, did I close the tab? No, it's called Otherside Picnic.
Huh.
And I'm excited to watch it.
Why does that sound familiar?
Like it.
That sounds like Stalker.
I got nothing.
It's probably not unrelated.
Other side picnic. Well, let's get this picnic
Let's
or
get
something.
this picnic basket, Kings. You know, I didn't mention this at the top of the podcast because I wasn't quite aware of it, but we have officially filled one of my little notebooks full of just trash, garbage anime notes. I had to move on to a new one.
Nice.
You gotta make a big old folder like me.
So I have to ritually burn the old one.
Holy shit.
But yeah, we filled it up with stuff about this show. Other Side Picnic. Yeah.
Other Side Picnic. What do you think?
It took me like half second to even remember the name. Okay.
I liked it.
Yeah, I was going to get into this. I really appreciate that this show gives 0 fucks about expositioning us.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
all.
They just get right into it.
To the point where actually it's funny. Well, we should get a blurb. Let's see.
I got
God,
one
yeah.
from Wikipedia.
Oh, you do? Well, provide.
Who wants to read this?
College student Swaro Kamikoshi explores doors which randomly lead into parallel worlds, in which internet creepypasta and urban legends are born to life. Sorrowo nearly dies in one of these worlds while encountering a creepypasta monster, but is rescued by Toriko Nishina, another young woman who is skilled with guns and is looking for a lost friend. Swaro and Toriko, with the help of another woman named Kozakura,
which was
return to
not
the
introduced in the
parallel
first episode.
world to bring back artifacts and defeat the monsters, but the two are increasingly affected by the conditions of the parallel world, meet other humans who are trapped in the parallel world, and find themselves increasingly affected by each other.
That blurb could use some work.
I didn't know if they were going to go for the full creepypasta thing, but yeah, I did look up the wiggle-waggle. And
Wiggle-waggle.
it's a legit urban legend. It's the kune kune.
Oh shit!
It sounds so
I didn't know
silly.
It means the wriggling body. It's also a
Shit.
pig breed. Oh, I have to see them. Oh, they're incredible.
Wait, you gotta show me pictures of a pig breed if they exist.
Oh yeah, they're tiny little things. They're from New Zealand, apparently.
Nice.
Hold the podcast. We gotta look at pigs.
Whoa! They're
Oh
so
my
cute and
gosh, the
fluffy!
piggies.
Look at these little hairy dudes.
Yeah, piggly.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, anyway.
Wiggle waggle.
Wiggle waggles.
Yeah.
Like,
So,
she was like, it's white and wiggly, and I wrote, me too.
So yeah, basically the show is what kune kune are. Is they apparently appear at a distance on hot summer days in fields and stuff, and apparently you can only see them from far away. If you're close, you don't see them.
Interesting.
And if you look at them for too long, they make you go insane.
Interesting.
That sounds like it was partially inspired by, like those mirages that you see?
Yeah, probably.
Really hot roads?
People think it's people mistaking a type of scarecrow that became popular in Japan, where people just hang up old shirts and shit.
Mhm.
Huh.
They just wiggle in the wind.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. That's a good theory, too, I guess.
That doesn't explain the ones that people claim to have seen on the open sea, though.
Haunting. So this show is, I don't know. I don't want to say clearly inspired by SCP, but like it has that vibe.
It's got SCP vibes, and I just noticed with the description, it's got Stalker vibes too, which is really weird to say about an anime.
Yeah. But
It's like if Stalker took place in the SCP universe instead of going into Chernobyl.
yes, exactly.
And also one of the girls turns into Sans sometimes.
She is literally Sans Undertale. I took a screenshot. Look at her.
She got the one glowing blue eye.
Yeah, our protagonist is literally Sans Undertale. She's got like a glowing eye, and then her
But only
compatriot,
sometimes.
what's her name again? Tariko.
Yeah,
She has an invisible hand.
she's got the ghost hand. She's got the permanent stranger. But anyway.
Yeah.
So, this anime was kind of incredible. I actually really, really liked this one a lot.
I did too. I liked especially how both of the characters like only kind of knew what they were doing.
Yeah, how they're both
Like,
dipshits.
Yes.
It wasn't like there was one like newbie and one expert. It was like they were both like, I kind of know what's going on. Like, is that what you call it? No, I call it this. So like, okay.
No, it's called a wiggle-waggle. She's like, oh yeah, sounds legit. How do I get the cubes then?
Reminds me of a comic called Sex Criminals.
What?
Oh, it's not what you think. It's people who do crime through sex, not the other way around.
But still, okay, we should talk about that later. I am not gonna let you get away with that.
It's a simple premise. Like it's basically two people who find out that for them, whenever they have sex, time stops, and then they start using
Holy shit!
and shit.
That's fucking funny.
Damn.
Also,
man.
I mean, the premise of this show, as we've said before, is that they go into like, it's basically lesbian backrooms explorer. That's the show.
You know, I did write backrooms on here. The other thing that I wrote was that this is kind of what I wish Flip Flappers had been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked how there was no fan service.
This is This is the same story in a different vibe.
Yeah, exactly.
Vibe change.
It's better vibes, in my opinion.
Also, to do with the SCP thing, I was like, when she was looking at that like article about wiggle-waggles,
Yeah.
I thought I saw the SCP logo, but I went back and I saw a different logo, and I think you guys will recognize this one. Just see if you can spot it in the screenshot that I did.
The fucking... Is that the fucking Half-Life Lambada?
No, that's the Aphex Twin logo.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah, that
holy
is the
shit.
Apex one. It was one of them. One of the two.
It does look
Why
like that
is
as
the
well.
Aphex Twin logo on the Wikipedia article for wiggle-waggles?
Hey, I'm gonna break something to you that's weird. Anime fucking loves Apex Twin.
Oh, that doesn't surprise me. I've seen a lot of screenshots with like Aphex Twin like references. Like I've seen Cowboy Bebop screenshots with like Aphex Twin,
There was
Selected Ambient Works, like 2048 to 2059 or something.
Yeah, there's something like that.
Yeah.
I thought that was Ava, but whatever.
Okay.
Maybe.
But that just appearing in there was very not frightening, but it was surprising, and I thought that was very funny. Also, I really liked the elevator game that they played.
Yeah, that feels like an urban legend too. Like
It is.
You know,
the elevator game's a real
press
thing.
the elevator. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I liked how she was like, "Oh, we never got into this one before. I guess I pressed the buttons in the wrong order." They like almost died.
Yeah. The thing was like running at the door, and she's like, "Close the door, close the door." Or I also really liked where she looks through the peephole and she's like, "Oh, it's all blue." The way they did the effects with that was really eerie.
It was.
Yeah,
They did a good job with the eerie vibes.
I'm pretty sure I would have
feel-
stopped looking immediately if I looked in
Yeah.
and saw that the first second. It's just like, no, this is bad, actually.
I'm not going crazy today. I thought that could have been a reference to Michigan Blue Hell, but I don't know.
No
That's
idea.
a pretty obscure urban legend,
Yeah.
I think. So, but yeah, this was fun. I'm like, I kind of want to watch the next episode, but I need Funimation Premium to watch it.
Oh.
Also, the most
That's-
anomalous
I getcha.
thing.
That's why it reminds me of Sex Criminals. It's because they have the exact same conversation in Sex Criminals about the name of the place.
Oh, yeah?
Except it's much dumber and funnier in Sex Criminals. It's just be like, I call it. It's just be like, how can you be here? Like, how can you be here in the comm? And it's like, that's what you call it? What do you call it? And then it cuts to the guy's like inner thoughts, and it's just this cum world, and he just says,
Oh no!
I can't say that.
That needs to be the name of the podcast. It needs to be called Cum World. Anyway.
Oh,
Oh
God.
no, it can't.
I
No,
can't-
no,
no,
we can't
come
call
on.
it that.
Anyway.
I don't want to.
Also, did anyone notice when she like took out her gun for the first time?
That made me laugh.
It's just
really
the
hard.
Makarov.
Yeah, but like, what is is the Makarov a kind of gun, or was
It's-
it like something different?
It's still a gun, and it's still a 9mm, which makes the statement hilarious, but it's also that Makarovs are really cheap guns that are the most commonly seen in Japan because they are imported by Yakuza.
Also,
I think it's funny that they could just find random guns floating around in the other side.
just
Well,
there.
clearly bad shit happens in the other side.
I think that's like I found it on a corpse or something like that.
Yeah,
I
they
found-
probably looted bodies, or like a body used to be there.
Yeah. I think the most anomalous thing about this show was the advertisements I was served while watching it. I don't know about you guys, but I was served advertisements that just say "play game," and that's
Play.
it.
I didn't get a single advertisement.
I got literally like 1.5 minutes of advertisements every like 20 minutes, or not 20 minutes, but every like 5 minutes or something.
I
It
got
just says "play game" or like play now, or just the words
Play
play. and
now.
It's so ominous.
Play now.
play now. I didn't get anything because my ad fucking is apparently working properly.
Nice.
It finds them and it fuckings them.
Yeah. I think the last thing I wanted to say on my list of things to talk about was whenever she was like, why didn't you report me to the police? And I wanted her to say, because fuck the police.
Because fuck them.
Why didn't you report me to the police for having a gun? It's like, I'm not a snitch, okay?
Well, that's an inherently kind of dumb question, and I think it's good for the character too that it is dumb, because the answer to that question of course I didn't report it to the fucking police. We went to an alternate dimension.
Yeah. There's
Or we
some
were
things that are more important here.
assaulted by monsters.
Yeah.
That
I'm
scene
not worried
wasn't
about
a
gun crime right now. I'm worried about like it being eaten by a
about monster
wiggle-waggle.
crime.
Yeah.
That that scene was actually a little unclear, which is I think they came back in a bad place because they came back from weirdo ruined world to like a shitty part of Japan. For
Yeah.
they ducked into it like an abandoned building or something, and it made it kind of unclear about which side they were on
Yeah.
during
Especially
the
because like there was a window. And
yeah
then it opens out onto an alleyway, and it's like, what's the window looking out onto?
bullshit. You ever see indoor windows and you just go, what the fuck are you doing?
What's going on here? Yeah. I think indoor windows are ominous in a lot of ways.
Yeah, I don't like them.
There's like, I think 10 SCPs about indoor windows.
You gotta direct me to them. I don't think I've ever read any about indoor
There's
windows.
at least, there's a couple of them.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later. It's beyond the scope of the podcast. I don't know. They're just creepy. They only serve a purpose of like voyeurism.
Yeah.
Kind of fun.
Anyway, anime.
Yeah.
I liked Suro's tiny little fang that she gets sometimes.
Yeah, she gets mad anime girl fang.
Yes.
It's cute.
But this is the good kind and not the bad kind.
Yeah, it's not like made of flesh like
It's
some
not
of them
flesh
are.
tooth.
Yeah. Don't usually love flesh tooth.
Nobody
No.
likes flesh tooth.
The other thing, my last thing is the way they did that like whole fight with the wiggle-waggle, and they finally defeated it, and then they were like, they were good, and then they were buffering for a couple minutes,
Yeah,
and then suddenly they just both did the huge shiver.
Yeah, that's my
down
favorite
their
part
whole
of the show.
bodies.
Is whenever the
It was
freak out
so
finally
funny.
hits them.
They're like, that was fucked up. We gotta get out of
'Cause
here.
that's true.
Yeah.
Because that's true to life. Like you
Yeah.
could easily just be involved in like a violent altercation and just be fine for a minute afterwards. Just be like, oh yeah, I busted up my knuckles a little bit, and it's just be like, and while you're talking to like the paramedics or the cops or something, and then it'll hit you. You just be like, hang on a second, I have to vomit.
Yeah. You just have a
Exactly.
super freak
Oh
out.
God!
Oh.
All of the adrenaline is just washed out of my system.
Yeah.
It was good.
I'm just looking at it. The Aphex Twin logo proves this is an SCP television show.
Yeah.
What were we gonna say?
I'm looking up those SCPs because I have literally nothing else to say about this anime other than I enjoyed it and I want to watch the next episode.
It's good.
somehow.
It seems cool.
Yeah, that's all I was gonna say is that I
Yeah.
don't really want to watch more.
Seems cute.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the other thing. A lot of anime that we watch on this show, they like feel like they're dragging. This felt like it went by in a flash, and it was like I want more
it did.
already.
Yeah,
I was like that felt like half of an episode.
Yeah,
it felt
It's
like
so
it didn't even. Did it have an OP? It felt like it didn't even have an OP.
it did
didn't,
have
I
an
don't
OP.
think- It did?
Yeah, it did.
Sure did.
It had a very short. Hey,
It was a short one.
these characters are going to be in the show. OP.
Yeah,
And it
like
was
it showed the like white-haired girl and the brown-haired girl, and
and the karate girl.
there's more girls basically.
There's more girls. I think maybe I saw a dude. I don't know. Maybe. So yeah, I don't know what to say now. That show was just pretty good.
Yeah, it was good.
Had real like
Thanks for the recommendation.
had like
Yeah.
Red Sea object vibes. Stalker
Yeah, I was
vibes.
about to say it. The Red Sea object. That's the prototypical like SCP vibe I'm getting from this.
Yeah, it's just like go into another world vibes. Yeah.
Yeah. This is the kind of isekai which is acceptable because they go back.
Yeah.
That's true. They don't have to spend 20 minutes explaining.
History of the stupid world that nobody cares about.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's good
They're
because
just
they
kind
like
of there.
they don't even know.
Yeah, that's true.
I already think the other world in this one is more interesting than most isekai because nothing has been explained to me and it's just ruins and monsters
Exactly.
Yes.
and nature
Exactly.
retaking the earth. And also, whenever she was looking into it, she was reading a book called Exploring Japanese Ruins, which suggests
Yes.
a twist. So
Yeah. Well,
yeah, we weren't offended by anything, so there's not like a lot of jokes to be made.
Yeah, no, it was,
we
Sure.
this
can't
is one of
talk about
those
it 'cause it
like
was good.
episodes that's just like, wow, this is good. What we have nothing funny to say.
got
Watch it though.
This is why we need Emma back on the show so that she can.
She could have at least been reviled by my pronunciation
Yeah,
of
she can.
Japanese names.
Yeah, she can just be like, oh, some material.
Yeah. She'll be back one day, I hope. I miss you, Emma.
If you want Emma to be back on the show, listeners, you can send those desperate pleas to oneepisodecast@gmail.com.
That is one word, not the number. You can also tweet us aggressively, begging for Emma to be on another episode at OneEpisodeCast on Twitter.
Please come back. Please edit the Google Docs that
We need your editing
have all
skills.
the information on them that I've been neglecting because I thought other people were doing them because my job
Our
is to edit
podcast
the
is
show.
falling apart.
It is. You're our glue, Emma.
I'll take
Or
I
over.
think
you
the blue
emoji.
thing was bad.
I'll take over the Twitter. Just edit the Google Docs. I don't know how to do them. I'm a boomer.
This is making it feel like Emma's away for reasons inside of our control. which
Yeah,
is not
completely uncontrollable circumstances,
Mhm.
which makes this bit even better.
Yep. She's gonna love listening to it.
It's going to be a good one.
Oh,
This is just the gang
Classic.
watches a good anime and then talks about Emma.
the gang watches a good anime and then roasts Emma while she's not here.
For no reason.
For no reason.
Anyway, bye, Emma.